Hi there. A little change from lamps or anything else I normally talk about. My computer table was getting cluttered, really cluttered, and I thought, well, I can ease that a little bit by having one of these vertical multi-sockets, as is said on the box. So I ordered one. It was fairly cheap, I think about £8. I was going to do it as a box opening or an unpacking, but as it was difficult holding the camera and doing it at the same time was a little bit difficult. There's the actual box anyhow. As I say, vertical multi-socket. These are quite popular now. The one I got is probably on the cheaper range. Some might say, oh, cheapskate. Not really. I got the writing there. It's obviously been passed for the CE, FCC, etc., etc. Anyway, let's have a little close look at it. There's the actual unit. It's got a sort of a universal type of socket which will take our 13 amp plug, which it will be mainly used for, and it will possibly take some other different plugs from around the world. I can see there the flat pin American ones would probably fit in, but remember this is 240 volts, so most flat pin American equipment's 110, 120. It'll possibly fit, well, not too, yeah, it should do, should fit the Aussie plug and the Chinese plug. Anyhow, it's quite versatile that way. What I would say, which is probably a drawback, not in my case because I'm not likely to stick my finger in the holes, but the sockets are not shielded, which would put a lot of people off. They're not shielded. If you've got children, then obviously perhaps not a good buy, but in my case I'm not going to stick my finger, well, if I could stick my finger in it. It's also got some USB outlets, so if you want to charge your phone up, you can do it quite easily. They're switched. Little switch on the side. I haven't powered this yet. Up the top, you've got two switches, one for one set of plugs or sockets, and the other one for the other set. I haven't checked which one it was, but anyhow, it's one of those. It looks well made. I haven't stripped it down, I'm not going to. I'm just hoping it works without blowing the place up. There's the label on the bottom. That's a reset. You've got a reset button there, so if you were to overload it, that would probably pop out and you'd have to press it after altering what was on there. I don't know, I thought it had on there. It's got multi-protection on the thing. Overload protection, ceramic SPD, whatever that means. And a few other things. Anyway, it looks like it is a protective. Whether it's a surge protector, I don't know. It doesn't say anything about that. So assume it's not for surge things. But anyway, it shows you on the various appliances you can plug into it. But what I would say is, for England, maximum would be obviously 13 amps. So if the plug is fused at 13 amp, anything over that would hopefully blow the fuse. But I'm thinking these are mainly used for computers, anything associated with computers, mobile phones that are being charged up, chargers using other power units to power up stuff and charge up stuff. So I don't think you're going to stick a 3-bar electric fire in, or an iron or a kettle. I wouldn't advise that. Just use it for what it was intended for, to sit on the computer table and do its stuff. Now, I will mention one important feature, and that is the plug. Now this one, to cut the price down, it was supplied with a Continental German Schuko plug, which was intended to go into sockets and outlets used by Germany, and it would also go into the French system that has an earth pin sticking out, hence the little hole there, which is the earth pin. Now, if it's used over here, please don't force it into a 13 amp socket. It may go, I don't know, and I wouldn't advise it. Preferably you get one of these which has facilities of a fuse. In there is the fuse. You can probably just see it, and obviously you can fuse that to whatever value you want, have it low value or high. And the other end you can plug in your Schuko. Now, having said that, I will plug it in and see what happens. Sorry about that, but I've only got one pair of hands. There we are, plugged in. Now, one of two things could happen here. We could plug it in the right way round, because on here you should pick up live on the live side, which is there, L for live. I'll switch that on. I don't think I've switched that one on, so let's try the Yep, I've switched that on, and it looks like I've possibly put it the wrong way round. So the live, which is the right hand contact, that's the live side, is not going to the live. It's the neutral side that's going to the live, hence the reading on my avometer. So all we got to do is unplug it, which I'm going to do. And swap it round. Now we should be on the right side. The live is that one there. Or is it? I'm getting confused now. No, I'm looking at the other one. It's that one. It's that one there. I'll get it right in a minute. So if I go on there, I'm getting a reading. So my lead is put into the right hand side, which is live. I'm getting a reading, and that is the same contact. So I've actually wired it up or plugged it in the right way round. This is important because if by chance you put that in the other way round, you'd be switching, but you'd be switching on the neutral side, which is not what you want to do. So make sure when you do wire it up, you wire it the right way round. So the live side is actually on the live side, and that would go through any switching within the unit. Anyhow, I've more or less said my little pieces on this. I'm going to plug it in and see if it works. I'm not going to do it now. I'm just going to plug it in. So I'm assuming it will work. I think I picked up on the important things. So if you have got one of these, obviously take care. The Schuko plug is non-polarised. How the Germans get on with this, I don't know. The French usage would make it polarised because you can only plug it in one way. But in Germany, as you can see, you can stick it in either way. We've put it in the correct way now. And you've got the switch on the top, which I've dealt with. The 4 outlets for your USB, charging up the phones. Your multi-type outlets. All in all, it looks quite a nice unit. It's fairly heavy, so hopefully it wouldn't sort of spin across the table. You can, I suppose, just tack it down with a double-sided tape, but remember, if it should need to be reset, you might have a bit of trouble trying to unstick it. And it's got like little feet which should grip onto the stuff. So once again, thanks for watching this. It's give you the correct name, what they say, it's a vertical multi-socket or tower extension lead. Thanks again for watching. Any questions, please ask. But as I say, make sure it is safe. And I think I've picked up on all the salient points. Thanks again for watching. Thank you.